Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Thompson. Joining me now is the Executive Director of Cinema St. Louis, Cliff Froehlich. There we go.
Hi, Sarah.
It's good to see you. So everyone knows the International Film Festival that Cinema St. Louis puts on every year happens around November, but this is something unique that's going on right now.
Yes, it's our first time out of the box with SLIF Kids, as we're calling it. We had always wanted to do some sort of children's film fest, but we wanted to wait until we could do it right. And thankfully, PNC, through their Arts Alive initiative, stepped forward, and they're underwriting basically the entire festival and enabling us, because of that, to offer everything for free. So that's an ideal situation. We knew that families have a hard time, particularly if you have more than one kid, going to the movies. It's just ridiculously expensive. You basically have to take out a second mortgage in order to go to the movies. So we wanted to make it as affordable as possible, and it doesn't get any cheaper than free.
Okay, so it started last weekend, and this is going to be the last weekend of the festival. But what kind of films, how many films are they? What type of films?
We have 16 film programs, and they really range across the entire array of the kinds of films that we offer during the regular film festival. We're doing a lot of international films. Some of them are in other tongues with English subtitles. So those films, obviously, you need to be probably around 9 or older in order to be able to handle the subtitles. But we have others that are foreign films, but in English. And then we also have some American independent films. We have a major studio offering. We have Disney's Planes in 3D that we'll be doing this weekend. And then we have several shorts programs with one of our major guests. So it really, it ranges across the entire spectrum of what we offer during the regular film fest. So it gives kids an opportunity to sort of get a taste of what the adults are experiencing in November. And then we hope eventually they'll become festival fans as they grow up.
Because that's kind of what the mission of Cinema St. Louis is. It's not just not the studio films. There's other films, and really trying to engage, I guess, children at this point.
Right. It's really astonishing just how many great movies are out there in the world that we don't really get to see here in the U.S. There's some great Hollywood films. I love them myself, but that's not what we specialize in. We always offer a handful of those kinds of films during the festival, usually the sort of Oscar nominees that everybody wants to go to at the end of the year and early part of the year. But what we really focus on are international films, documentaries, American independents, and short films. The films that you wouldn't see but for a festival. You may be able to dig them up if you really search long and hard, and you'll find them online, streaming, and or on DVD. But you don't see them in a theater, which is really how most people should see films. It doesn't happen often enough anymore, but that's really the best way to experience any movie, in a theater with an audience.
And talk about some of the animated films, because obviously if you say a children's film festival, kids love animated films. That's a good portion of the film.
About half of our films are animated, and we have several upcoming this weekend. Again, the preeminent one, obviously, people are going to be interested in is going to be Disney's Planes in 3D. We'll be showing that at Ronnie's on Saturday at 10 a.m. But we also have a couple of terrific animes, Japanese animes. Wolf Children, which will be playing twice next weekend, and that's at both the Wildey Theater in Edwardsville, Illinois. So if you're across the Mississippi, you can go there. And we're also playing it again at Washington University in the evening on Saturday. So the Wildey showing is actually on Sunday at 1 p.m. and then we're with Wolf Children at the Washington University Brown Hall.
So you mentioned Ronnie's, Washington University. You have different, obviously for the festival, it's not just at one location, it's several different ones. We have a graphic for that. So people, if they want to check it out, tell me about the different venues. It's Webster University.
We kicked off last weekend at Webster University, a great program. About 175 people turned out for a silent clown program in which we showed a lot of classic silence with Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Laurel and Hardy. But we had live clowning as well, and also live musical accompaniment. That was really, really fun. But we're at Washington University this weekend, and the St. Louis Public Library's beautifully restored Central Library. They have a brand new auditorium that's just gorgeous. So we're there on both days, Saturday and Sunday, all day. So people can find out lots of good material there at the public library. And then we're actually across both rivers. We're at Lindenwood University on Sunday, or Saturday rather, and then the Wildey on Sunday.
Okay, so we've got the different venues. There's also, it's not just films, there's workshops and camps, and so we're going to talk about that when we come back. So yes, it's the St. Louis International Children's Film Festival. We'll be right back with more from Cliff, so keep it right here on STL TV.